طيب, I need your full attention. I need you to concentrate with me, Miara and Wai. Let's get started. Lesson 3. As we can see, what is the title of the lesson? Adding and
subtracting rational numbers.
Adding and do you remember adding and subtracting fractions?
Yes.
Fractions. When you have two fractions like this, like 1/2 plus 3/4. Do you remember how we can add both of these fractions? I think it's so easy. The lesson of today is the same. The same thing. But sometimes you have negative and positive. That's it. Yani, this only the difference between the lesson of today and the lesson of grade 4, which you have it before. Come on, of course, when you add two fractions, with different denominators or with the same denominators. Let's go down. Please go down with me. This is page 24. Try by yourself number 1. Look, I think this question we answered it many times before in grade 6, in grade 5, in grade 4. The only one difference is here you have some negative fractions or some negative rational and some positive rational, but they are the same. Yalla Yarwin, let's start with you. Answer with me the first one. And try by yourself number 1. Do you have the page? Do you have the page? Huh? This is page 24. Start Yarwin Yalla to answer question number 1. Ask yourself first Yarwin, do you have same denominators? Do you have equal denominators? Huh? Ask yourself your way. Do I have same denominators or
Yes.
not? Yes. So I will just what? Yalla, tell me.
3/5.
Yes, I will just take one denominator of them and add what I have up. I have up 1 and 2, so I will add both numerator together, and that's it. That's it. Easy?
Yes.
Okay. Yalla Yamyara, question number 2. Ask yourself, Yamyara, do you have same denominators?
No.
No. What should I do? Here.
هعمل
الكروس multiplication. Yes.
هعمل
2 multiply 3 equal 6. And then 5 times 1 equal 5. And down. What should I have down?
down
It's written on the board. It's 15 because I will multiply both denominators together. When you use cross multiplication to make denominator equal to each other, so you will just multiply them together. You will multiply 5 and 3 together. You multiply 3 by 2 and 5 by 1. And down, you will multiply 5 and 3 together. Understood?
Yes.
Okay, now you have up 6 plus 5. And down, you have 15. 6 plus 5 equals 11. And down, 15. Your rational number is 11 over 15, and it's in the simplest form. Yes, you're away. Please copy with me. Do you have same denominator?
1/2 plus
No. Can you change 2 to be like 6?
Yes, by 3.
By multiplying it by 3 up and down. So I will multiply down by 3 and up also by 3.
3/6.
Yes, I will multiply here by 3 and here by 3. Now this will be 3/6 and this will be the same. تعالوا بقى. When you add positive number plus negative number, what should I do? Grade 6. This is the curriculum of grade 6. Forget?
3
when I have positive and the negative, what should I do?
equal.
Take the sign of the greatest
take
number
the sign
and
and
subtract.
put
Yes. You remember
ماشي
your
يعني
way.
احطها ورا الايكوال.
Yes. So I will take the sign of the greatest number. The greatest number here is 5. What is the sign of the
بس طبعا
only
عندي
5?
سؤال.
Negative. Yes, you're right. اتفضل.
هو النيجاتيف دي بتاعت ال 5 وال 6 المفروض.
Look your way. Look. This is a good question. Why? Because sometimes you get confused about this sign. The sign of the fraction, okay? It's the sign of the whole, the sign of the numerator, it's the sign of the whole rational number. So when I ask you what is the sign of this rational number, you will tell me the sign is negative. The negative is not for 6 only and not for 5 only, it's for the rational number. So you can write this rational number like negative and write 5 over 6. Or you can write it like 5 over negative 6. This, like this, like this. They are all the same number. They are all the same number. Understood, Yarwayan? Yani
Yes.
if you have the sign here, it's exactly like here, it's exactly like here. They are all the same number. Okay? They are all have the same value. Type. So now you have positive and the negative. Again, positive and the negative. And you are gonna add them together. So what should I do? Miara, with me? With me, Miara? So I
Yes.
will
ماشي
take
يعني
the sign
I
of
will
the
take the sign of negative and put it
yes
next to
and
equal
minus
and minus.
Yes, 5 minus 3 equal to over 6. And now you can simplify. Divide both numerator and denominator by 2. It will give you a negative 1 over 3. Got it?
Yes.
Okay.
لحظة يا ناس.
Okay.
هنقعد نيجي نكتب على آخر وقت. أنا كمان نفس الكلام بقى.
Question number 4.
Okay, so
Yes, question number
good.
4. Yalla ya Miyar. Do you have same denominators?
No.
No. What should I do?
هعمل
Cross
cross.
multiplication. يلا 5 plus 3.
15.
15. And you
4
have
times
negative.
1.
Type 4 times 1 equal 4. And down what? Down what?
The one هنعمل by 4 times
Yeah.
5 20.
Be 20. Will be 20. Okay. Fine. What should I do after that? This is negative plus positive. Okay, you're away with me? I have
Yes.
negative 15 plus 4. So write the sign of the greatest number, then subtract. The greatest number is 15. Its sign is negative. So I will write negative and minus. 15 minus 4 equal 11.
11.
And it's in the same list form 2. Right, for question number 5 here, why? You have 8 over 12 plus negative 15
The
over
denominator
18.
is not the same.
But give me 1 minute, give me 1 second, Yeroim, to show you something. When you look at these numbers, you can find a common factors between both numerator and the denominator of each rational number. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Right. For the first rational number, what is the common factor of this rational number? What is the common factor between up and down? Both of 8 and 12 in table what? Both of 8 and 12 in table what?
2.
Yes, table 2. Yes, and the table what also to make it in the simplest form? Which one is better? 2
4.
or 4? 4, of course, 4, because we need it in the simplest form. Okay, so I will simplify first. Divide 8 by 4 equal 2. And 12 by 4 equal 3. Understood? Huh?
Yes.
Yes. And what about 15 and 18? 15 and 18. Both of 15 and 18 in table what? Table what? So easy.
table.
Table, huh?
اللخبطة اللي أنا فيها دي.
Table 3. They are both in table 3. So I will divide negative 15 by 3 will give me 5. And 18 divided by 3 give you 6. Yes or no يا أستاذ روايم؟ أبو محمد.
Yes or no?
Yes or كمان or no؟ لسه برضه
Yes or
يعني.
no?
Okay. Now you have here 3 and you have here 6. Can you make 3 like 6? Can you make 3 like 6?
Yes, by 2.
Yes, multiply it by 2 up and down. 2.
4/6.
2 times 2 equal 4/6. And here
ما كنا عملها
same.
بالتايم تيبل 2 وخلاص.
ماشي. Okay, as you like it. Now you have 6. Take one of them. And also you have positive plus negative. 4 plus negative 5. Take the sign of the greatest number, which is negative, and subtract. 5 minus 4 equal 11. So it's a negative 1 over 6.
Negative 1/6. أحلى سؤال.
Finish. Finish Yara
Yes.
and Ruwan.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's move down. Okay, do you know properties of addition in general? Do you remember the commutative and associative when we studied it
Yes.
in
اللي
grade
احنا
6?
بنكرهها.
Yes, اللي انتوا بتحبوها, which I love it very much.
وأنا
Okay.
كمان.
So here we have a closure property, commutative property,
ربنا يسامحني على الكذبة دي.
associative property, and we have also two new properties, two identity elements. It's easier to say it identity element. The identity element in addition in a rational number set is 0. Why? Why it's called the identity element? Because as you know, when you add any number to 0, it doesn't change anything from the value of the number. So when you add
When I
1/2,
multiply anything by 1.
not multiplying now you're away. Now we are talking about addition. So
Yes.
when I have any rational number plus 0, it will give you the same rational number. Okay, so when you add 0, it doesn't change anything from the value of your rational number. Because of that, it's called the identity element. Okay, so the identity element in addition is 0. Is what? 0. And what about the additive inverse? برضو in grade 6 when we studied for the first time integers. Do you remember when I say what is the opposite of negative 2? The opposite of negative 2 is 2. What is the opposite of 5? The opposite of 5 is negative 5. So you will just change the sign. The same we will do here in the additive inverse. If I ask you what is the additive inverse of negative 2 is 2. What is the additive inverse of 5 is negative 5. So when I ask you, Yara, are with me? Yara.
Yes.
When I ask you about the additive inverse, not additive identity. They are different. Be careful. When I'm talking about identity, so you will say 0. When I am talking with you about additive inverse, you will change the sign of the rational number. Understood? ها
Yes.
Yes.
يبقى الاديتيف inverse is to change the sign only of your rational number. So if I have negative 1 over 2, what is the additive inverse of it?
1
What
over
is
2.
1 over 2. And when I'm talking about 3 over 4, the additive inverse is
Negative 3 over 4.
negative 3 over 4. So you will just change from negative to positive or from
From
positive
positive
to
to
negative.
negative.
But the same rational number
Number.
we will not change it. Okay?
Miss, it must be rational.
No, maybe whole. We said before a whole is a rational, a mixed number is a rational, a decimal is a rational. So if I
Yes,
give
it
you
must.
like this, if I give you like this, if I give you negative 2.5, it will be wrong. No, it's correct because the decimal is a rational number. يعني انت في الاخر اصلا بتجيب برضه لrational number but it's another form. But it's in another form. عادي مفيش اي مشاكل.
But
فاهم؟
except الزيرو ما اقدرش اقول negative 0 or
لا
positive 0.
لا you can say zero. Why you will see negative or positive? Say zero. The additive inverse of zero is itself because zero neither positive nor negative. So I will say zero as it is. The additive inverse of zero is zero. Okay? The additive inverse of
Okay.
zero is itself. طيب. Okay, so this is the additive inverse. The additive inverse. Okay, now yalla try by yourself number 2. Try by yourself number 2.
Use the addition properties
Yes.
and rational numbers to find the result of
I will
4
open here
over
a word.
5 plus negative 3 over 7 plus
Yalla,
1 over 5 plus
concentrate.
3 over 7.
Concentrate. What are the properties we have? Let us say them
Miss,
again. The first one
3
is
over 7 و negative 3 over 7 additive inverse.
let me remind you with the properties all together. Now, number 1 is commutative. Number 2 is
Associative.
Number 3 is
additive.
Additive identity.
Identity.
اللي هو which is 0. And number 4 is additive inverse. Additive inverse, you will just change the sign of
الكلوجر مش معانا صح؟
الكلوجر معانا but we will not use it more. يعني we will use only commutative, associative, additive identity, additive inverse. We are more we will use them more than the closure
More
properties.
usable.
Yes. طيب come. Now you have 4 rational numbers. What are them? You have 4 over 5 plus negative 3 over 7 plus 1 over 5 plus 3 over 7. Which one is easier to you, Ruwaym and Miara? Is to add rational number with different denominators or rational numbers with same denominators? Which one is easier?
Negative 3 over 7
Same
and
denominator.
3 over 7.
Yes, when I add 2 rational numbers with same denominator, I think it's easier, Miss. More easier than I take 2 different denominators. So, by your mind بقى بالمنطق كده, which fraction or which rational number I should bring it next to 4 over
5
5?
over 5.
5 over 6.
Which rational number I will bring it next to 4 over 5? مين اللي هجيبها جنبها؟ 1 over 5. So I will take 1 over 5 and bring it next to 4 over 5 by using what? A commutative property. So this is the first step. So I will write 4 over 5 as it is and bring 1 over 5 next to it. And this is commutative property. The same I will do with 3 over 7 and the negative 3 over 7 plus negative 3 over 7 and bring what? Bring 3 over 7 next to it. Okay? Now I can use an associative property to make the first 2 rational number in the same group and the second 2 rational number in the same group. So now I used what? Associative. So the first step, I use the commutative to exchange between irrational number واجيب دي جنب دي واجيب دي جنب دي. This is the first step. And the second step is to make each two in one group. To make each two rational number in one group. Now it's the time for what? For adding. It's the time for adding. خلاص نعمل addition. Same denominator? Yes. So I will take one denominator of them and add what we have.
5 over 5.
Yes, it's 5 over 5. And here, what? Oh, look at this.
Additive
Both
inverse.
fraction. Yes.
0.
Each one of them is additive inverse to the other. So your miss directly will be 0. You know that. You know that.
So
If
the
you
answer
have
will be
if
1.
you have a number with a positive and you have the same number with negative,
With
it will
negative,
give you
the
0.
answer is 0.
The answer is 0, always will be 0 because this positive and this is negative. زي كأنك بالظبط بتعمل minus 5 minus 5, 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3. They are the same. So when you have a number and its additive inverse together will give you 0. Now it's 1 plus 0 and 1 plus 0 is what? Is it additive identity. Is it additive identity. So you used all the probabilities. انت هنا استخدمت كل البروبابيلتيز ما شاء الله. صح ولا لا؟ يبقى انا هنا في الستيب الاولانيه عملت community. And in the second one we do associated.
Associated.
And in the third one when I make a negative 3 over 7 with the 3 over 7 give me 0. This is what?
Additive
This
inverse.
is an additive inverse. This is an additive
And
inverse.
when I added
And when we
4
add
over
1,
5
yes, and we
plus 1 over
added 1
5,
plus
additive
0,
identity.
and I use the 0 as additive identity.
Additive
This is the additive identity. This is the additive identity. So now we used all what? All the properties. So we'll give you 1 at the end of your problem. So the answer here is what? Is 1. Easy? Got it? You
Easy,
one?
easy.
Lemon squeeze. Okay. Do you have any problem in subtraction? Of course, in subtraction, you can't do commutative. You can't do associative. There is no additive inverse. And there is no what? That's it. طب تعالوا كده نعمل subtraction. Go down with me to try by yourself number 3. Yalla, please. This is page 28.
Page
Okay, and
28.
this is the end of the list. Yes. Page 28. Yes, yeah, Ruwayyah. Do with me the first. Okay, do with me the first one. Huh?
Okay.
Go ahead. 3 over 5 minus 2 over 5. Huh?
This page 28.
28.
3 over 5
Minus 2 over 5. Huh?
The same denominator.
Same
So
denominator.
we will subtract here. 1
We
over
will
5.
subtract here 3 minus 2 equal 1. 1 over 5.
1.
And it's in the simplest form. Check please if you have your answer in the simplest form or no. Because you have in the question right in the simplest form. So you have to check that. Type number 2 يا 7 over 9 minus 4 over 9.
عندنا الديمينيتور شبه بعض.
Yes, we are the same.
7 minus 4 equal 3.
Equal
تبقى
3.
3 over 9.
3 over 9 in the simplest form or not?
أيوه.
Yeah, in the simplest form? We don't have any common factor?
No.
Huh? 3 و 9 in table 3. They are both in table 3. So I can divide up and down by 3. It will give me 1 up and 3 down. So the simplest form here is 1 over 3. Yes, you're right. Question number 3. Huh?
3 over 4. Can I make cross multiplication?
Yes.
2 by 4, 8. 3 by 3, 6.
First 3 by 3 equal 9, not 6.
9 sorry.
minus 8. Start with this first. And then 4 multiplied by 3 equal 12.
4 multiply 3 12.
Now 9 minus 8
Equal 1 over
over
12.
Okay, يا ميارا number 4. This is a mixed number, Miara. This is a mixed number. You can
هنحولها
you
الأول
can
لفراكشن.
no you
آه.
can subtract without making this على فكرة. You can subtract without making it as a fraction. How? You can subtract by using this form. How?
أنا هكنسلها with 3.
لا, but first you have to change the denominator first. Change the denominator. يعني أنا هعمل cross multiplication وهم على نفس الوضعية دي. هقول كده 4 زي ما هي. But 8 multiply 1 equal 8. And 5
طب
multiply
لو
1.
النيوميريتور نفس الحاجة زي ما احنا
ملاش
عندنا 1
حاجة.
1.
يعني إيه؟ Give me an
يعني
مش
example
عندنا
يا روان.
مثلا.
النيوميريتور the same عادي.
Numerator the same طبعا. We will do directly. We will minus 4 minus 3. Start from the whole. اعمل minus للwhole and then minus للفراكشن. عادي خالص. اعمل minus
طب احنا
للwhole زي ما هنعمل
منسيبهاش.
دلوقتي.
لا نسيبش ال1 زي ما هي، مش زي ما حد عارف في الديمونيتور.
ماشي، ما احنا ماشي، ما انا قلت كده، انا قلت روح اعمل دايركتلي، روح اعمل ماينس دايركتلي، ما تعملش كروس مالتيبليكيشن ولا حاجه. تمام.
اوكي.
احنا هنا بنعمل ليه كروس مالتيبليكيشن؟ because I have different denominators. ما اقدرش اروح اعمل ماينس الا لما اخلي الدينومينيتور equal. This is the first step should be. طيب down will be 40. Here 40 and here 40. Yes or no? Yes, because
Yes.
5 times 8 equal 40. Now, يا ميارا, you will subtract the whole number first. 4 minus 3 equal 1. And then الفراكشن 8 minus 5 equal 3 over 40. And this is the simplest form. دي طبعا افضل من ان احنا كنا نحول لفراكشن بعد كده نشوف الدينومينيتور ايكوال ولا لا، او نعمل كروس مالتيبليكيشن ونلاقي النمبرز كبيره وكمان لسه. انتوا فاهمين ازاي؟ يعني if you can do it like this, you can simplify it like this, it's easier than changing it to fraction. Easy?
Yes.
Understood?
Yes.
Any question?
No.
Any question? Can you open the exercise book with me to take a look
Yes.
also? Okay. Quickly بقى هنا to answer together question number 1. Yeah.
1 second.
This is page 13. This is page 13.
Page
Question
13.
number 1 في exercise 2. Exercise of
Okay.
lesson 3. This is
Yes.
page 13. Do you have the page, Miara?
Yes.
طيب, the first one is what? Read it, Miara, quickly.
The additive identity element in Q is 0.
The additive identity is 0, of course. طب يلا يا روين, question number 2. The next.
The additive inverse of the number 3 over 7 is negative 3 over 7.
Negative 3 over 7. Excellent. طب يا ميارا, number 3.
The additive inverse of the number هتبقى 4 over 8 over 9.
4 over 9. Just change the sign. طيب يا روين, question number 4.
The additive inverse of the number negative 2.3 is 2.3.
This is my example. Do you remember when I explained? If you have a
Yes.
decimal, it's
The
exactly
same.
a rational, but yes, it's another form, but they still rational numbers. So you will just برضه ايه? Change the sign.
2.3.
يبقى it's 2.3. يلا يا ميارا, question number 5.
Negative 6 over negative 11 is the additive inverse of the number.
Be
6
careful. Eh?
لا.
Be careful. هنغلط الثانية ده اهي.
بس ما هي عادي يا مس.
Negative 6 over 11.
Yes, excellent, yeah, Miara. Why? Because this is not in the simplest form. Why? Because first you should cancel the negative up with the negative down. Cancel the negative up with the negative down. When you divide a negative by a negative, it will give you positive. So your number now will be 6/11, not -6/11. And the additive inverse will be -6/11. Got it يا رواي؟
Yes.
طيب question number 6 يا رواي.
The additive inverse of the number 2/3 power 0. بس هو الزيرو يا مس كانت بتلغي النيجاتيف
No.
ال2 وال4 والايفن نمبرز بس صح؟
Listen يا رواي. Any rational number raised to power of 0 is equal to 1. Is equal to what? To 1. أي حاجة الباور بتاعها 0 its value is 1. يبقى ده كله equal
It's
1.
-1.
Yeah, so the additive inverse is -1. يبقى أنت لازم تاخد بالك كويس قوي and check your number. Is it in the simplest form ولا لازم أعمل له simplest form الأول وبعد كده أجيب له additive inverse؟ check that. طيب question number 7. The additive inverse of the number it's the same. It's the same. The power here is what? Is 0. So what?
Yes.
It's all
بس هتبقى
-1.
it will be -1.
ليه؟
Because any number سواء كان positive or negative يا ميارا raised to power of 0 equal 1. I said it before.
Miss, the time is less than 1 minute.
إيه؟
The time is less than 1 minute.
I know يا روي. What يا ميارا? What did you say?